Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you how to drive in the center of a lane. I'll be going over a few easy things that you can do to stay centered in the lane while you're driving. Now let's get right to it. This will work on roads that have 1 lane, 2 lanes, 3 lanes, 4 lanes. It doesn't really matter. As long as you are planning on driving in 1 lane, in a lane, then this will work. Now, firstly, I want to talk about the steering wheel grip. Now, if you're gripping your steering wheel in an imbalanced way or anything like this, then it's going to be hard for you to stay centered in the lane. You need to have a balanced grip on the steering wheel. Now, that means 2 hands equally spaced from the center, or if you're driving with 1 hand because you have to shift gears with the other, then you want to have your hand basically like this in the center of the steering wheel. Basically, you want to take a balanced approach to gripping the steering wheel. That's the first thing that will allow you to stay centered in the lane while you're driving. The second thing is that you want to look far ahead in the lane. Now, here's the thing. If you're looking at the car in front of you, then your body will naturally follow the adjustments of the car in front of you. If the car in front of you goes a little bit to the right, you're going to go a little bit to the right. If the car in front of you goes a little bit to the left, you're going to go a little bit to the left. And you don't want to do that. You want to stay centered in your lane. So with that being said, you want to look well past the car in front of you, far up ahead the lane, past the car in front of you. Now, take this into account. You're still keeping an eye on the brake lights of the car in front of you, just like I'm doing right now. But you want to look past that car, and you want to sort of look up past that car into the lane. And that's going to allow you to take a centered approach to staying in the lane. The next thing that I want to talk about are micro adjustments. Now, as you're driving, if you just hold the steering wheel straight and you don't move it, then you're probably going to drift to one way or another because your wheels are probably not 100% straight. And even if they are, the lane is probably not 100% straight. So with that being said, you have to make micro adjustments. So you'll notice that right now, as I'm trying to stay centered in the lane, I'm looking up into the distance in the lane, and I'm making tiny micro adjustments. And those micro adjustments are actually what allow me to stay centered. If I didn't make those micro adjustments, then I wouldn't be able to stay centered because I would be drifting to one side or the other. Now I'm actually going to switch lanes into this lane beside me over here, and we're now going to stay centered in this lane. Now, another thing, if you drive too close to the car in front of you, if you're tailgating the car in front of you, or if you're just driving too close, then it's going to be hard to stay centered in the lane because the way that you look, where you look, will automatically be at the car in front of you because you're driving too close to them. So you really have to pay attention to them instead of looking further down the lane, which is what will allow you to stay centered in the lane. So right now I'm driving and I see that the lane actually kicks out just a little bit. So you have to take into account all of the curvatures of the road. If the road curves or turns or kicks out or anything like that, you have to sort of follow it, but you're not going to want to turn and follow every tiny little curvature of the lane. You want to sort of even it out. So you want to try and stay centered while taking into account all of the curves of the road. And that's basically it. Those are a few things to keep in mind when you want to stay centered in a lane while you're driving. Once again, I've gone over a few things. I've gone over where to look, how to hold the steering wheel, how to grip the steering wheel and make micro adjustments, and some things to avoid, like looking directly at the car in front of you and so forth. And you'll notice right here before I finish the video that there's actually a little curve in the road. So you can see, you just follow the curve. You want to follow the curve smoothly, okay? And that's basically it. In this video, I have shown you how to stay centered in the lane while you're driving. I hope that you've enjoyed this driving tutorial. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And let me know what you think about your tips for staying centered in the lane while you're driving in the comment section down below. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.